Welcome to my comprehensive HTML course for absolute beginners. This course has 10 lessons that will take you from zero to HTML expert. Before we start, I would really love it if you guys could like and subscribe to my channel and also click the bell icon to be notified of my future videos. It genuinely supports me and fuels the growth of coding fundamentals, which will let me keep producing great and free educational content for all you guys. Now, having said that, let's jump into lesson number 3. So the learning objectives of this lesson is 1. To be able to use heading elements successfully, 2. To understand different types of headings, and 3. Use attributes to format our headings correctly. This is actually a very exciting lesson as we are finally about to learn how to populate our page with actual content. So the heading element actually uses the H tag from H1 all the way up to H6. H1 is the most important heading and H6 is the least important heading, and the importance is denoted by the size of each heading. Okay, so let's actually start coding. So let's type in H1 and let's make our content called title, and let's see what H1 looks like on the browser. Okay, so our content title appears on the browser. That's really exciting. We finally put something on our web page. And now let's do H2, the same thing. And let's see whether there's difference between H1 and H2. And yeah, there is. So H2 is smaller. Again, it's less important than H1. Okay, great. So now let's, for curiosity's sake, let's try putting all the other headings in there and see what the difference in sizes is. Okay, so you can see from H1 to H6, the sizes gradually decrease. So this way you can create titles, headings, subheadings, sub-subheadings, all in HTML. In the previous lessons, I've also mentioned attributes, which gives browsers more information about your content. So you can use the style attribute for headings to adjust their font size, the font color, and even the position of the heading on the page. So, for example, let's say you want to increase the font size of the H1 element here, and we want to make it 60 pixels. So you type style and then font size and then 60 pixels, px. And let's see what that looks like. So title gets bigger. So 60 pixels is larger than the default size for H1. Now let's make H2, let's change the color to crimson. So you would type style and then you would type color and crimson. Okay, so let's see what that looks like. So yeah, H2 changes to crimson. Now let's make H3 appear in the center of the page. So you would type, again, the attribute style, and here you would type text align and center, and that's how you can make it move to the center of the page. So yeah, now title is in the center of the page. Okay, now let's say that you want to make all of these adjustments on the color, the alignment, and the size all onto one heading. So let's say we want to make H1 crimson and also centered at 60 pixels of size. So you can just copy and paste it like this. So you actually can have multiple sizes and multiple adjustments on this style attribute. Just make sure to have the semicolon there as well at the end of each change. And now let's see what this looks like. Okay, so yeah, the font size is 60, the text is crimson colored, and it's aligned at the center. That's awesome. So now let us have some practice. So let's, for this one, let's make H2 aquamarine color. So currently it's crimson. So let's make it aquamarine. Okay. And let's make H3 show up in the right. Okay. Text align right. And let's make H4 30 pixels. Okay, style, font size, 30 pixels. Great. And let's make H6 sienna colored. And centered. Okay, awesome. Actually, let's H3, let's make it show up on the left side. So we can bring it back to this side with all the other headings. Okay, let's see what this will look like. Okay, awesome. So now we've seen H2 changes to aquamarine, H3 is aligned to the left with all the other headings, font H4 is now 30 pixels, it's larger, and H6 we have made it sienna, and we have made it appear at the center of the web page. Great. So yeah, I hope you were able to do the practice questions. Definitely let me know if you had any difficulties there or whether you found it really easy. Okay, so if you enjoyed lesson number 3, please remember to like this video, subscribe, and click the bell icon to be notified of new videos from this channel. You will have my eternal gratitude if you do so, and I hope to see you soon in lesson number 4.